All right, so let me get situated here in my squeaky chair that's not being squeaky on video. Hi, David Esquire, addicted to cameras and being a photographer and a filmmaker and a creative and a content creator. But I don't know why it's even called content creator, because you're creating content. Duh. Now, for real though, this is not a raw 365 video. Train, squirrel, car, game on, woo! So if there's a train in the background, sorry, choo-choo. Chicken, banana, chicken, banana, chicken, banana, banana, banana. Oh, it's springtime in Minnesota and we have sniffles. So check this out. This is not a raw 365 sanctioned video. This is just a video to help some of y'all out there bring it down a notch. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down into like humble zone, like down here, downstairs, not in the kilt zone, but down here in the humble zone. Had an interaction with another artist earlier today. Not gonna say their name, but there's nothing more offensive and makes me want to puke than talking to another artist that is so high on themselves. Like, I've worked with some amazing artists in this industry. I've met a lot of people in this industry. I've met people that I will be a dull shade of gray in my craft compared to what they have done in their creative journey. And then I've met people that were aspiring to do something great and they were doing the best that they could. And the people that I have met in my career that I love talking to and sharing with and being on the journey with are people that are humble. There's nothing worse than talking to another artist that's so high on their own pedestal that they have placed themselves on. It's disgusting. It makes me want to throw up a little bit in my mouth. In fact, I actually think I threw up a little bit in my mouth earlier talking to this other artist. I really don't care how many pieces of paper you have to back up your career or your craft. And when I had a phone call with Sir Richard Branson and Elon Musk years ago when I was involved with the glass community with Google, one of the things that stuck out to me the most was that they would hire somebody based on their ability to get along with the team before their educational accolades and their piece of paper talking about their education. And that really resonated with me because that's how I feel. I'm not a paycheck player. I screw up, I F up, I blow it 1,000,000 times on every shoot, and I get knocked down, but I get up again, and whatever that stupid song is. I'm saying stupid jokingly because that was actually a really important song for me when I had a terrible car accident 1,000,000 years ago. Because I got knocked down and I got back up again. Yeah, baby. But for real though, if you're watching this, I really want you to think about checking how you talk to other people. And don't be so, I'm blah, 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 and I can do this, that, and the other thing, and my score, and my paper, and my education, and blah, blah, blah. Because you know what? Clients that really appreciate your work really don't care about your piece of paper and your education. The bottom line is, can you do the job? Can you help them feel sexy or confident? Or can you help them be positive or come out of their shell and be happy in front of the camera or behind the microphone? Can you do that? Because talking all high and mighty about yourself doesn't help somebody feel good about themselves. If anything, somebody that is awkward working with another creative will feel even more awkward working with another creative when that creative is all, check me out, I'm all that and a bowl of grits and a bag of chips. and then you never establish that relationship, and you never establish so much that could have been done, and you failed. And I'm just gonna say it like that. You failed your client, you failed your industry, and you failed yourself because you didn't obtain your full objective. You didn't achieve it because you weren't able to get out of your subject what you could have been able to get out of your subject if you wouldn't have been so high and mighty on yourself. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I'll do my best to keep it short. I'm already at 5.5 minutes. Love to tell stories, but yuck. I find it repulsive, repugnant, and it's such a turnoff to talk to another artist that is just so snotty and high on themselves. Maybe it's their insecurity. I don't know. But the reality is, if you're going to be an artist, we're in the art community together, and we should be helping lift each other up. A rising tide will lift all ships. A person being a poo head doesn't lift anybody else up. They just sink themselves. So if there's anything I can impart upon you in this, the things that we think, but I'm going to say, is that I really want you to take to heart how you talk to other people. And if you find yourself getting all haughty and high and mighty, don't do it next time, or do it less next time, and learn to be more humble, because humbleness is attractive. Heck, humbleness is sexy because you help other people feel sexy and you help other people feel confident about themselves. Get the light off of you and onto the people that you're talking to, and if anything, just turn the light off. Just like this, watch this, I'm gonna turn it off, here it goes. Oh, wow, that's really bad light. Even the camera says, more light required. Duh. Thank you, Loom Cube. Golf clap for Loom Cube. Yay! All right, that's it. This is not a raw 365 sanctioned video. This is just side note, sidebar, me being real and authentic with you and wanting to just help put it out there, because this really has been weighing on me for hours, and I just had to share this with you. So please check yourself, be humble, because your humbleness will bring out the best in others. And who knows, you might get more clients. You might get a lifetime client. You might make a friend. You might meet your future spouse. You don't know. There's a million things that could happen. But for me, and in my house of art, in the house of Esquire, that kind of stuff sucks. And it just really has been gnawing at me. So I just wanted to put it out there into the universe. So please, you guys, just be a little more humble, all right? And of course, stay caffeinated. Oh, I didn't do it right. Hold on, because one of y'all called me out on it, and I'm not going to say who, but you know who you are, Mr. Reverend Dean Anderson. The Pope. Yeah, you checked me on my comment once recently, so I'm going to do it right. There's your Esquire bra. And if you want to see a really fun video, take a look at the video that Mr. Reverend Dean Anderson, the Pope, and I did a long time ago, years ago, at the Poor House in downtown Minneapolis. All right, let's wrap it up. So that's it, and this is David Esquire coming to you live from EPHQ.EPHQ. And just thoughts, the things that we think, but I'm gonna say. And that's it, you guys. Stay caffeinated, all right? That's a long one. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye. Oh, and if you want to say something, share it in a kilt zone. I can't forget about that. Okay, bye.